welcome to the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Become a part of the chat family. Welcome to the Blah 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 podcast. Well, welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Thursday to everyone who is tuning in, whether you are live or you're in the replay. Thank you so much. Um, Today, I want to talk about social media. And as a content creator, I know what it's about. I know all of the drama that happens on social media. And I say this with respect for other content creators, but I think that it's very important to avoid airing your drama when you have a falling out with somebody, when there's trouble in your life. You have to be really careful about what you put on social media. You have to be very, very careful what you say because sometimes you could be saying things about different people, but do you really have all the facts? Do you actually know what you're talking about? Hmm. Hey Liz, how are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing, Liz? Hey Rachel, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday to you all. As a social media influencer myself, I know about it. I know that people will do things and it will get under your skin. It will tick you off. It will piss you off. And you just want to put your hands around people's necks and just, you know, and just do things. But, you know, I always say that whatever social media platform that you have, what you put on there will reflect on who you are. And I know that in the moment when somebody does something to you, the first thing to do is you're going to say, I'm going to get back at them. I'm going to do something. I'm going to hurt them. I'm going to make them feel how I feel. But, remember that everything that you do, it reflects on your brand. And for me, I'm a professional. I can't say that for everybody, but I'm a professional. I want the things that I put on my social media, I want it to be my grandkids. I want my siblings long after I'm gone. I want other people to look back on my platform and say, she was respectful. She was a good example. She helped people. But that depends on why you're on this platform. Some people are on this platform to become a character, to take from other people, to thief people, and all of those things. So I realize that all of that too. But I do think that it's important to have this conversation. Yes, blessings to you too, Rachel. Right back at you. I'm good, Liz. I hope you're doing good as well. And that's one thing that I had to learn because when I first came on this app and somebody did something to me, I was like, I turned into a pit bull. Like, they said this and I was going to clap back. I was going to clap back and I was going to clap back hard. But that shows that you're no different from them. You're complaining about them, but really, what are you doing? What are you doing to show who you are? You know, always think about the example that you want to leave for your kids, for your brand, whether in 10 years, is that really going to matter what this person has done? No. Do they know you? No. Are they paying your bills? No. Are they your friend in real life? Most likely, no. This is social media. People are going to deceive and cheat and be cutthroat at any opportunity that they can so that they can succeed to get more views and clicks and likes and all of those things. So all of those people are irrelevant. It's about your brand. What do you select to put on your brand? And I've always said that I always want to be a representative of who I am in real life. And who I am in real life is I am a child of God. I am I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, I'm a cousin, I'm a friend, I'm a mentor, a counselor, I'm all of those things. So I take it very seriously what I put on my platform. And I get it that not everybody does, but I had to say this: avoid sharing your personal issues on this app. I see people, they come on here and then they say, rah, rah, rah about their husband, rah, rah, rah about their kids, about their job, about every issue that they have in their life, every problem. They bring it and they broadcast it on this app. Remember, the things that you put on this app will always follow. Good morning, Miss Emma. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Happy Thursday to you. If everybody could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. And that's one thing about social media is that we have to be very careful about what we represent. You know, there are jobs now that they look at your social media before they will hire you. They look at your Facebook, they look at your Instagram, they look at all different platforms to see if you are the type of person that they want to hire. Even colleges, they look at your social media. So don't just think that you can put anything that you want on your social media and it will not affect you, because it does. And also be careful about sharing your personal business about your children. um I have to say, I'm going to say it this way because I ran into a situation at one time. Be careful about putting your children on your social media, because remember, there's predators out here and they are thirsty for their next prey. And that's all I'm going to say about that. They're thirsty to find out where your child lives. There are people that are actually that sick. They're that sick and they're that twisted that they will try to find out your address, where you live. And some things have happened on social media by oversharing. And, I understand that this is social media, but we live in a society with all types of people out there. Not everybody that appears one way on social media is that person. There's a lot of people that hide behind avatars and, screens and tablets and phones, and they're a completely different person in real life. A completely different person. Hey, can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And that's one thing that, we have to really pay attention to those things. If you don't want your children, your spouse, your significant other, your siblings, other people get some things happen to them because of some things that you say out of your mouth. Be careful about that. Doxing is real. People will dox you. You will lose your job. And that's how petty some people can be: petty, immature, you know, and they don't know you. Some people just want one reason to dislike you and then will ruin your entire life because they're crazy. They are crazy. There's some crazy people on not only this app, but all social media. Hey Shay, how are you doing? Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. I hope you all are well. Oh, okay, James, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. And that's one thing that, I had to learn that for myself about, social media and being very careful what you share. Don't share your location while you're there. Don't share, like full disclosure things, private things, issues that's going on with your children. It's a lot of things that we have to be very careful as adults. We have to think, okay, is this oversharing? Am I sharing personal information? Because you could be sharing things about your relationship. And then what happens when you make up? you know you may be upset. You're venting about an issue that you have with your spouse or significant other, but then what about when you make up? That information, even if you delete it, you don't know who could have downloaded that information. You don't know who could have downloaded your private information and now has it, and they can use that you know, as a way to blackmail you. You better pay me this amount of money, or I'm going to put this on this app over here. Or people are sick and twisted. They'll take parts of take your face and put it on these X-rated sites. It's a lot of things that we have to be very, very careful of putting on our social media. Be careful about what you're talking about and who you're talking about. I will say it this way: you have to be careful because you don't know who people know. You look at somebody and you don't know, that could be the sheriff's daughter, cousin, granddaughter. That could be somebody in military, or they could have a relative who don't care about going back to prison, and they will jack you up. I'm just saying. I'm being completely real and honest, because you don't know what somebody will do. Some people, they don't have it all together. They don't have all, the elevator does not go to the top floor. And if you do something to them and say something to them, you don't know what they'll do. Get on a plane, get in their car with a weapon, and try to unalive you. Be careful about those things. And when people say things about you, I'm going to say this, chat family. When people say things about you, don't take it personal. I know that that's an easy thing to say. It's easy to say, don't take it personal, but we do. We're humans, and we don't like when people are rude and disrespectful to us, but you never know what somebody is going through. You know, you don't like a comment, delete it, block them. But the back and forth stuff, come on, everybody. We're not in preschool. You say this and I say that. I'm going to make this video. You make that video. Come on, everybody. Let's be better examples as adults, as mature people. Okay? If somebody says or do something to you and you don't like it, delete the comment, block them, leave them alone, stop dealing with them. But you don't have to engage. That's what people want. People who are low vibrational, let me tell you something. I learned this in therapy. People who are low vibrational, negative, gossipers, the ones that hate themselves, the ones that have a lot of issues, dealing with some mental illness, all of those things, they just want a reason to do something to somebody. They hate to see a person who is at peace. They hate it when there's somebody out there that loves God or has healthy relationships, or you have nice things, you're enjoying your life. People want to throw a monkey wrench in your plans. So be careful also about telling people your plans, where you're going, what your location is, all of those things, because you don't know. There's some people who are sociopaths, hmm, narcissists, manipulators, and they will portray you to be this evil person, and you have done nothing to them. Awesome, James. Yes, everybody. Hello to everybody in the chat. If you don't edit photos, they have location data. Okay, James. Yeah, and that's one of the things that we have to be so careful as especially parents, sisters, brothers, grandparents, cousins, friends. Even if what you do, be careful about sharing your videos of where you work. Careful. Be very careful, everybody, because it's some strange people who will pull up at your job, you know, or will keep calling your job to get you fired. You got to be very, very careful about what you share on your social media platform. There's a lot of people out there, and they are strange. When I say strange and weird, I mean it. Hey, Miss Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well with you. Welcome into everybody in the chat. We really have to avoid airing our grievances on social media. What is happening in your real life, quote unquote, does not have to come to social media. You don't have to tell everybody everything that you're doing. Oh, I ate this for breakfast and I had a falling out and my cousin did this to me, or my sister, or my husband, my baby daddy, this person did this to me, and who do they think they are? And that, it's so much drama on social media. There's so much drama on social media. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday to you. I hope all is well with you. Appreciate your support. There's so much weirdos on social media. And don't get me wrong, everybody. I have issues. I have problems just like every other human being. But I try my best to not bring my problems on this app. What a lot of people don't know is that I could just finish arguing with somebody, but then I come on my platform cool as a cucumber. I believe that nobody has to suffer because you're having issues. Why does everybody else have to be upset or angry because you're upset or angry? Hey, Sunshine Films, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday to you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support. Yeah, just because you're in a bad mood or you're going through something in your relationship or with your children or whatever issues you're having, you don't have to bring that to social media. You don't have to bring your private information to social media. Everybody doesn't have to know that you just broke up in your relationship. Yeah, everybody doesn't need to know your baby daddy isn't working. It's like, come on, everybody. Keep some of your business private. And I know that when you're upset about things, the natural recourse is to, you want to talk about it, but talk about it with people that you can trust. Don't just click live and then be like, rah, 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 and this happened and that, and I can't believe. Come on. And one thing that I have to say, because you all know that I'm a woman of faith. If you have an issue with somebody on this app, go to them first and say blah blah blah. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding, or maybe that person was downright disrespectful. Let people know how you feel, but you don't have to grieve it by going live and saying blah 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 and calling people's names out. Look, are we grown people? Are we mature people, or are we kindergartners? I just have to say that. Are we fully grown, or are we little kids? I have nieces and nephews that I feel sometimes that are way more mature than people on social media. It's crazy, you know? Like whatever happened to, you started things. People will put this narrative in their head that you did all of these things, that you're trying to come for them. You're not trying to come for nobody. Or you have a conversation on your social media and then they say you were talking about me. It's like, what? You're just talking about a topic that has nothing to do with them, and they will think you were talking about me and you said this about me. And I was like, okay. Hmm, you know but all I say is, if the shoe fits. Sometimes we people are saying things because it's something you need to learn. It's something you need to grow up and mature in. I don't say anything to comfort anybody on this app. I say things because I have topics that I planned, or something that has been going on with my counseling, something that I feel like will be important to discuss, but I don't come for anybody on social media. I'm a grown, mature woman. I have my own problems and issues. I barely have time for my own self and my own family, much less people on social media. I'm just being honest. Let me see what's going on in the comment section. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, blessings to the chats. Yeah, it is so true. You're welcome, Sunshine Films. I agree. Keep a lot of stuff private. You don't have to come. You don't have to come on social media and be like, my baby mama did this, and and my kids and this. Like actually talking about real time issues about your children. Like, are you mad? Are you completely nuts and insane? Sharing personal things about your small child, where they go to school? Like, come on, what are we doing? You're endangering your child. No, let's not do that. Let's stop that. Yeah, try journaling, you know, try writing it down. Go to a therapist, go to a counselor, go to your spiritual advisor, pray. But don't come on social media talking about this and this and this person and this person. And one thing that I always have to say is that when somebody is talking about another person, what have you done? Come on. Come on, somebody. What have you done? People will always want to point the fingers at another person, but could it be that maybe you were rude? You were disrespectful, or did you jump to a conclusion? Because I know I've done it many times. You think you know all the facts, you think you know everything. You don't know everything. You don't know what's going on in people's personal lives. People think that you have all this time in the world to spend supporting them. You have all the time in the world and you know everything that they have going on. Every single person has their own lives. They have to support their own families. They have other things going on besides social media. And I think sometimes that some people take social media too seriously. Social media becomes their real life. And for me, social media is not my real life. For me, it's more important what's going on in real time, like how really are, my relatives, how really are the people that I care about and love in real time. Social media for me is a way to express myself and support and learn and grow, and then it ends there. But then in the real life, I'm not going to take quality time away from my family for social media. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. Yes, journaling is a great way to vent. I guess somewhere in between. Good morning, Alvin. How are you doing? Happy Thursday to you. Yes, yes, Emma. I'm so serious about this. I'm so serious about it. It really irritates me some of the things that people do and say on social media. Mm-mm. It's a no. Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate that. Yes, Emma. For real. For real. People have to stop. And let's stop being kindergartners, little toddlers, little babies. Everybody on this app should be between at least 18, if not 21 and up. And then you have people who are on this social media app 50, 60, 70 years old, screaming and arguing, coming on this app in a bonnet. And I apologize if this is offensive to somebody, but I just got to be real. Come on, let's be adults, mature adults. Coming on social media in an app, didn't even wash your face and brush your teeth, screaming live. You didn't wash your face. You have not showered. Okay, that's not a face that has showered, been lotioned, brush your teeth. Like, at least do those things. Get on this app. You see something and they get on the app screaming at the top of their lungs. And I feel like, wow, wow, okay. Okay. You know, I always say the things that you see people do on social media, how are they in real life? Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. It's unbelievable the things that people will do and say, and the way that some people will treat other people. Like, were you not raised with any values? Were you raised by wolves or something? They're just so aggressive. Some people are so aggressive and try to come for you for no reason at all, when all you're doing is being yourself. All you're doing is using your talents and your gifts. I don't understand that. Instead of trying to find out how they can tap into their gifts, use their talents, think about what they have, they become envious of yours. And I'm like, really? I'm like, really? Really? Really for real? Hmm, that's interesting. I'm serious, Emma. I'm really serious. They will come on this app, like they just got out of the bed and hit live. And I'm like, wow. Okay. I guess maybe I got some old fashioned, some old school values that, you represent yourself in a professional way. Put yourself together. Ladies, at least put on some lip gloss, and come on live, lips all chapped up, hair uncombed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. I guess I'm a different breed. Maybe I'm old school, I'm old fashioned, all of those things, but it's certain things that I think about: dignity, self-respect, put yourself together. And that's one of the reasons why I always say that when I come on this app, if I cannot represent myself in the manner that I want to, then turn your avatar off. Put your avatar on. And that's the reason why I have my avatar on today, because your girl, I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas today. I'll tell you that. But I'm not on this app showing everybody my pajamas. Certain things that I will not do. I will not do that because I respect my ancestors. I respect the way that I was raised. I treat people with dignity and respect. And yes, there can be misunderstandings between people, and people will maybe not like your personality. Yeah, that's cool. I don't come on social media to make friends with everybody, but I will say that I have come on this app and met some great people. I've met some wonderful women and men on this app, but I also have met some people I would not want to pitch a tent with. Mm-mm. I do not want to pitch a tent with them. I would never want to meet up with them, because if you're treating people like this on an app and you don't even know them, how would you be in real life? No way. No way. Uh-uh. That's just not what you do, but to each his or her own. But I just wanted to come on here and to talk about this for a little bit. Avoid sharing your personal business, your private business. If you have a falling out, work it out with the person you're in a relationship with, your friends, your siblings, your job. Keep some things private, you know. Get a journal, go to a counselor or your therapist, pray about it, but don't put it on social media. I don't know. That's just me. I just had to say my piece. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That's my 30 minutes. And thank you for tuning into the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. If you have not liked, shared, or subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Share this with a friend, because I want to protect the little children out there. Parents, do the right thing by your children or your grandchildren, your nieces or your nephews. We have to protect them so that they can be safe. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. You are awesome, Alvin. You are awesome. And shout out to all my chat family: Miss Emma, Tamika, Geo, Sunshine Films, Nate the Great Podcast, and anyone who is watching in the replay. Thank you so much for supporting the Marlene Saunders Show. I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you all back on Monday for the next Marlene Saunders Show podcast. Have a great rest of your day.